So I'm joined by Jack Pearce after watching the Works lose 3-1 to Bishop Stortford. Jack, 44 minutes, even game, and then we can see just before half time.
Yeah, it's mixed emotions really. Obviously, Bishop Stortford away on a Tuesday night is never an easy task due to transport and all the other bits, and we got here late, and which is not unusual. And I thought in the first 30 minutes we actually edged the game, and they didn't look very dangerous. But then to be fair, we ain't created a lot, but I thought we were looking slightly more dangerous than them. We then come to the last 15 and we got a bit frustrated and we started going longer. And with the front three we got against their defence, we weren't going to get a lot while playing long ball, but it was fine. I got to the 44th minute, and you've got to get the game into perspective that they're flying in the league. You know, they've got a lot going for them. They're at home. We're the away team who have had a very patchy season. And 44 minutes, the best chance was Geordie's.
From the long throw?
From a long throw. He's 3 yards and he manages to get it over the bar from a very... It was harder to get it over the bar than under the bar, most probably. But that's fine. So I'm quite comfortable at 44 minutes. And then once again, two players do things that aren't very good when it, you know, if you defend like that, you're going to concede goals. And we give them a goal. So we come in 1-0 down. And you're looking where you are, so you go out, you know it's going to be tough, so you've got to try and keep it tough because you don't want to go 2-0 down. And then once again, no danger, individual mistake, you're 2-0 down. And once again, it's more, not wishing to say, but I actually fear more for us conceding when we've got comfortable possession of the ball, us in our half, than I do when the opposition have got the ball in our half. That's quite worrying, really. And then we got a very good, well-worked goal, lots of good football, great finish. We didn't create much second half, but that was a very good goal. Got back to 2-1, where in effect, at that time, in my opinion, on the game, the way it had gone, 1-1 would have been most probably a fair score. And then, what was it, 8 minutes to go?
Calvin.
You know, you got a senior player, no pressure, got the ball in our half of the field, and for the upteenth time by many players this year, we kicked the ball straight to the opposition under no pressure. Well, unfortunately, if you do that, you are going to concede goals. Don't matter what level you play at. You know, it's one of the main reasons goals are scored. Giving the ball away unexpectedly in your half of the field will lead to goals against. And we've been doing it since August. And it don't matter who it is. If you cure one, it seems another one goes and does it. And it's just a non-stop giving goals away. And it doesn't really, we talk about it, you know, it's not as if the management are encouraging it. We talk about it all the time, we remind them, we try and work on it in training, we try and resemble the importance of composure, playing, you know, when you know, not trying to give the ball away unnecessary, what to do when you give the ball away, because you will do it sometimes, but no, it's... I thought the third goal summed our season up, really.
Yeah, well, at 2-0, they hit the bar, they hit the post, and then we got that goal to make it 2-1, and we made it interesting for a little spell. We had the ball. It's just like what you said. We didn't create much chances, but at 2-1, you're still in a game. Yeah. But I noticed today, for the first 2 goals, it was an attacking player. In a left-back position, the tackling, he just couldn't quite get his foot in, especially for the first goal. I can say the player, it was Kane. He got skinned a bit too easy when in fact he should have just cleared the ball into row Z. Get rid of the ball there, isn't it, Jack, instead of trying to do anything too sloppy.
Sometimes if the correct thing to do is kick the ball out the ground, that is good football.
Yeah. Yeah, because it kills the attack, and then another ball has to come on. And the second goal, Kane at fault again. Unfortunate for Kane because he done really well when he came on the weekend, and he possibly justified his start tonight. Going on to Jake Flanagan, we saw him come off at half time. Is there anything serious? Is it another hamstring injury?
No, it's just it's been a frustration with Jake for me, because to me Jake is a super player, you know, and but he has this recurring injury with a hamstring. Seems that all our top players, senior players, seem to have problems with injuries all the time. So no, it's just this. When you think they're third in the league, and there's not a massive amount of difference between the two teams.
No.
You know, there's not a massive amount of difference. But we're naive, and but if you keep giving teams goals, it's going to be it's difficult. You know, you the game management of them, they're so naive. They're young, I know that. But you can't keep saying they're young, and it's, you know, there's naivety, and I don't think some of them actually understand the importance of football at this level and what it means to the supporters, what it means to the club and everything. I don't think they realise the responsibility of their actions.
Well, it's clear to see the effort was there, Jack.
Oh, the effort's superb. As a manager, you know, you really worry when they're not trying. We're getting tremendous effort, but you can't keep giving teams a leg up in conceding goals like we do.
Yeah, I was saying at half time, that goal just before, even the fans next door to us saying we were a good organised team, because I thought at the back we look organised. We didn't make many mistakes up until the key point of the goal.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, so
you have to look at it in the round though, that we have got some good players, but confidence now is getting low because we don't know what words are said. You know, we've conceded 3 goals now in the last minute or injury time of the first half and the second half. You know, and you can't, you know, there's vital moments in a game where if we'd have come in at 0-0, which would have been not a problem, that dressing room would have been buzzing at half time.
Yeah.
Instead of that, it's as flat as anything because we know we've conceded a totally unnecessary goal.
But it's the same like the Horsham last minute goal.
Last minute goal. And those are the differences between going on and doing something and not. But, you know, well, that's all we can do.
Are there any... is that the squad that will see us through to the end of the season, Jack? Or are you thinking...
No. There has to be changes now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's cruel, but, you know, and it's not easy bringing players in. But that group of players, they've had 5 months, and we're still making the same mistakes we were making in August. So we do need to try and address those mistakes.
And as yourself, are you still happy taking the club forward as manager?
At the moment, I am, yes.
Yeah. It's just a question I thought I'd ask you because, of course, you got your FA position.
Yeah, no. There will be changes within the staffing of the club. We will be working to do that, but you know, we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, Jack, going on to Saturday, another away game. This time, thankfully, a bit closer to home in Wingate and Finchley. Must win now, isn't it?
Well, they're all must win if you're losing the number of games we do. But Wingate won't be easy. You know, and confidence is now low. We keep getting shot in the foot. You know, tonight if we'd have come in 0-0, that would have been a totally different second half. But people just do not understand the impact their errors can have on the club.
Yeah, well, Jack, I'll leave you to it because we've got a long journey back.
Yeah,
I appreciate you talking to us.
Not a problem.
I'll see you Saturday.
All the best, and I'm sorry for the supporters that made the long journey.